They said to me, you're joining the big family, and they said you'll love it, you know, and it was very true. Yes, I did. At Christmas time, we had a Christmas party for the firemen, and they did let us use the assembly rooms upstairs. It was a dance floor size, and it had a stage, and they formed a fire brigade male voice choir, and you could only attend when you were off duty, but if there was enough manning, you were allowed to attend anyway, but there was some 25 of us.
I suppose laughing every day when you come to work is the first thing, even though you're the boss and slightly removed from most things that are going off. At tea breaks and lunchtime, when you're down with the crews, there's always something that just makes you smile or smirk, and you go back to the office and have a little laugh to yourself. Yeah, stressful job, very stressful. Good times and bad times. Good memories. Made a difference, which was the main thing about the place. Yeah, from a personal point of view, the station means a lot to me because as a child I wanted to be a fireman from 4 or 5 years old, really. And when we came into Nottingham, my mum would have to pick me up at the doors, every door, not just one. I had to be picked up at every door to look over into the glass to see the appliances lined up, shining and gleaming, ready for action. If I was lucky, I might see one of the firemen moving about in the appliance room. So that's one thing, and then just to sort of round that up, when I was the ADO station commander here, I was standing somewhere where I am now, and a lady picked a child up to look through the window, and it was just like going full circle. So yeah, so lots of memories, but time moves on and probably time for a new station.
Family, it was just natural. We grew up here. That was my elder sister, me and my younger brother. And I can remember in quite big detail, great detail, the actual rooms of this home. And it really was a lovely home to be brought up in. I find it now quite sad that this is coming to an end. There's so much history here. There's so many personnel that have passed, you know, sort of through these doors, and that's really all I can say. It is that, from my aspect, it really is an extremely sad time, but it has to move on.
You were absolutely fantastic, absolutely. Never stopped laughing, sometimes you cried, everybody was so together. So you're like brothers, so absolutely wonderful. It was like joining a big family because Central was headquarters station for the City Fire Brigade, which consisted of 3 fire stations, Stockhill, Dunkirk and Central. So everybody knew everybody. Sad in a way to see it, the building as it is, because I remember it in its heyday when it was fully utilised, and I say it was in part of the Guildhall complex and the police station, and it was buzzing because, you know, every room was in use and people coming and going because it was, you know, the city police were across there, City Fire Brigade here, and there was always something happening.
Things that stands out for me is the people that do work here, and all the firefighter crew managers and watch managers. They all really want to be here and got a great level of enthusiasm. There's a lot of history in this building, and I think in a lot of ways it's a shame that we're having to move location. You just have to go with it and then face the new challenges that come ahead.
To be the last station manager at Central Fire Station is a massive honour, and it's the highlight of my career so far within Nottinghamshire Fire and Rescue Service. I just take great pride and relish the opportunity of being the last station manager, but also being the first station manager at London Road. There'll be so many things I'll miss most about working at Central. I suppose just being part of such an iconic station, there's that many stories, that many happy times, that many sad times, that many stories people share about Central. And to be part of that is just, for me, a proud moment. There'll be so many things, just the building. The building is a lovely building, and parts of it is so historical, there's so much history here. We'll miss certain aspects of that, but moving to the new station, wow, what an experience. Leaving the last time, coming out of the office, leaving the station, it's going to be quite a sad moment, and I would imagine that there were maybe some tears from people what's worked here. I would imagine that people who have worked here will probably just take a minute out and reflect on the times here, but it's moving to a new station. That's the way forward, that's the important thing, and it's to get that station up and running and being effective and as iconic as Central.